What's going on, everybody? It's Jace. Welcome back, and today I want to talk about my latest personal pickup, and I'll give you guys a hint. Here is the box. It is a purple Nike SB box. So drop in the comments below what sneaker you think this is. I'll give you guys some time. I can wait. Cool. Stay tuned and find out what this is. Alright, everybody, welcome back. So now I get to tell you all what's in the box. It is, of course, the only Quickstrike in the purple box. And I'll tell you guys in a minute why that is. It is going to be the Nike SB Supreme collab Dunk Lows in the black-white colorway. These are just super basic. I don't mean that in a bad way, super clean. Great homage shoe to the second generation of Supreme Dunks that came out in 2004, I believe. So it's definitely kind of a dream come true to finally own a pair of Supreme Dunks. I've always wanted a pair when I was a kid, so it's pretty cool owning a pair of these now. But yeah, let's get into this video. Alright, everybody, as you can see, I have the shoes in front of me now. So the first thing I want to talk about that's really interesting is why it's in a purple box. So as you all may or may not know already, when this sneaker was leaked earlier this year, there were a lot of people claiming that they had early pairs. And the thing is, early pairs usually don't come with packaging or any of the additionals like shoelaces or anything like that. So a lot of counterfeiters only work with what they got. And because Supreme collabs are usually super limited, because of this assumed limited release, everyone thought these were for sure going to be Quickstrikes. And where are Quickstrikes coming in right now? They're usually coming in rainbow boxes. So lo and behold, a lot of people claim that they had early pairs and they came with rainbow boxes. Now after the official drop, Supreme actually released them in GR or inline purple boxes. So they essentially use this as a tactic to troll all of the fakers because they just assumed that it was going to be a rainbow box, when in fact, this is probably going to be one, if not the only, Quickstrike that ever comes in a purple box during this era. So that was really sneaky on their part. And speaking of kind of legit checking, another way you could tell was that these laces, the additional laces are actually looped around the pre-laced black laces instead of hanging off from one of the upper eyelets here through one of the little plastic holders. I had a chance to get them for a good price at SneakerCon last month, so I just kind of bit the bullet and I traded up some shoes. I bumped into a guy at SneakerCon that was walking around trying to sell them. Yeah, it worked out great too because he had his confirmation. I didn't have to really legit check too much. But the nice thing was at SneakerCons, you always have the authentication squad from SneakerCon at the eBay events. So it was nice. I got it tagged up, so it's official. Didn't have to worry about anything. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is going to be the colorway. So as you guys can already tell, the colorway is super simple. It's black-white, just like the Panda Dunks. It has a couple extra hits of gold that really make this shoe stand out from the regular Panda Dunks. And I think that's partially kind of why I was so convinced to just get this black pair when I saw them in person. Because you know the green pair, I love that because it kind of reminds me of the Grinch, and the Grinch is like one of my favorite kind of like cartoon villains. So now I want to get into the materials. Again, pretty soft leather. It isn't super textured, but it is that faux croc or mock croc as it's known in the industry. It has quite a bit of texturing where you can actually run your finger over and you can feel it. It's quite pronounced, and that's for all the black panels. It is that mock croc, and then the white leather is pretty supple. I wouldn't say it's like the best I've ever felt, but it's definitely not super stiff. Typical cotton blend laces, typical nylon, polyester, woven tongue. Nice little microfiber on the underside so that it doesn't chafe the top of your foot. Sock liner is also like a woven nylon. And then another interesting thing is you're gonna have this aluminum or iron cast Dubray. Cool little piece right here, says Supreme, love that. And on that note, we're gonna move into the actual design of the shoe. The cool part about this is that it kind of uses more of the OG Nike silhouette. So the toe box is kind of higher like the OG Nikes. I think the way they work is that these taper inwards a little more, so they feel a little more snug on the toesies. It has the OG Nike SB tag on it, where it doesn't actually say SB. So this is really a super cool sneaker. Alright, so the next thing I want to do is I want to talk about black white pandas, as they're known, and the Supreme Dunks. As you can tell, because of the texturing on the Croc skin, the black is actually almost a little bit lighter. It has a more of a sheen to it, more reflective. So the black whites actually look a little bit more black. As you can tell, the tongue is different. The leather on these is definitely a little bit nicer. It's really just all in the details. But anyways, the final thing I want to talk about is going to be the resell on these. At one point, I believe these black pairs were up as high as like $1,100. And when I was at SneakerCon, every seller I ran into besides the guy that I bumped into that was just randomly selling, every store was taxing, wanting $1,000 or more for these. They were less than $1,000. Right now on StockX, I believe lowest ask was something like $825. In the future, I feel like these have a great chance of going way up in value eventually. But the good thing is these are a nice hold. Even the older Supreme Dunks are going for a ton of money. Even the beat ones are worth like $1,000. Like I remember back in the day, one of my favorite sneaker YouTubers I used to follow, or I still follow him now, was Franelations, and that's how I got into dunks. You know, I started watching his videos back in like, I don't even know, like 2007 or 2008, maybe even earlier. And I just remember he had, I think it was like the red cements or the black cements, and they just looked so sick. And you know, I remember like even back then, those were going for $400, $500, $600, and I was like, I think just finishing up middle school. So, you know, there was no way I was buying shoes like that. Yeah, I wasn't gonna be buying $600 shoes back then. So it's definitely pretty cool having a pair of Supremes now. That's the end of my thoughts. Let me know what y'all think about this black-white pair. And I didn't really touch on this, but there was 3 other colors. There was the Barkwood Brown, the Kentucky, or the Hyper Royal, as some people call it, and then finally the Mean Greens. So which pair is your favorite? And would you take these over the regular Panda Dunks that I just showcased, or would you actually pay the extra for this one? Because like I said, they're very similar, but it's really in the little details. And if you care about the history, in my opinion, this sneaker is a lot more unique. My name's Jace. I drop a new video every Thursday about sneaker content. So make sure you stay tuned, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks, stay safe, and